Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BIOC. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Pretty crazy day here. Unfortunately, things didn't really turn out as nicely as I'm sure some people would have wanted them to. But the overall chart does still have an opportunity and a chance to build upon itself, and I'll explain what I mean by that. I also realize that, this is a very kind of tricky chart to talk about. And it's tricky from a presentation standpoint because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. Meaning if you're some sort of day trader and you bought right there, for example, and your plan was to buy and sell within 20 minutes, well then yeah, from that point of view, the chart's looking pretty rough. But from the big picture point of view, hence looking at the daily chart here, that's why I make the comment that the price does still have an opportunity to build upon itself. And what do I mean by build upon itself? Well, that is in regard to this trend line here that is still in, fully intact even after today's price movement. You can see that over time, the price has slowly been, trending its way upwards. So sure, in and of itself today, things were rough, especially if people were buying up over $1.10. But, today, think about that word, as in one day, looking at multiple days, which is what we're doing here. You can see that the trend is still up. So the price does still have that opportunity to, maintain and kind of just stay in this upward drift that has been, occurring. So if the price were to come down here and then make another big move up, it could technically come all the way back down here, make a move, come all the way down here, make a bigger move. But hopefully you get the idea here is that, sure, if there's pullbacks, nothing wrong with pullbacks, but it's always a matter of, okay, well, how far down do the pullbacks go? And as long as those lows keep getting higher and higher, or in other words, as long as it builds that higher base and stays above the trend line, then from the big picture point of view, you still got to give the advantage to the bulls because the price is still trending upwards. But this is also why that trend line is still so important, because if the price does continue to pull back and then breaks below that line and then continues to bleed to the downside, well, at that point in time, it's threatening putting the price right back to where it was in these ranges of the chart. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true power, true strength, or anything like that. So in and of itself today, again, today being one day, a pretty rough day given the price cannot maintain, the gains it had. But looking at more than just the day and looking at multiple days as we're doing here, you still got to give the advantage to the bulls as long as they can maintain above that trend line. So let's see how this week continues to play out. Still 4 days left. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.